Capricorn, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. This week we're going to focus on next steps that might be helpful for you over the next week or thereabouts. Immediate future only, yeah? All right, let's get cracking. Show me Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn. Next steps advice, please, for Capricorn. Next steps advice, please, for Capricorn. Show me Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn. What's going on? Show me Capricorn, please. Okay, the Hermit. Okay, move it forward. Excellent. Barrier. Okay. Page of Pentacles. I see in the direction that suggests I'm focusing, I'm healing, and I'm taking this very, very seriously. I have many things to measure out in terms of where I'm going because the Chariot's right next to it in terms of next steps. You are meant to move forward. I have a barrier here that's pulling up as relationship energy for Wand. Don't like that. Ace of Cups for you in terms of your strength, your heart is open, or you are inclined to new love at this time. And then Page of Pentacles is the potential outcome. Little investment, little guy, opening up in a brand new direction. I don't know. I can see there is an element surrounding you that says it may not be ready for you to move forward, however you might be. Let's take a look. Let's get cracking. Show me that Hermit, please. By the way, some prominent energy here. We have Virgo as well as Cancer. That may or may not mean anything. It's more about the energy as opposed to the placement, but there you go. Okay, show me that Hermit, please. Current energy, I'm trying to heal. And that takes a while. This is not an overnight guy. You weren't just like, I'm going to heal yesterday. Nope, this takes a while. That means critically looking at the road you have walked down and kind of gathering the data of your experience, how it's affected you and where it's taking you or where it's not taking you. That's what the Hermit is, you know. Now, to his credit, he is not the guy who hangs out at the temple meditating. He walks the life of path. In other words, he's active, he's just slow. So, we are taking a very long, hard look at the roads we have traveled that have led up to this point, and it seems to be the next step is to move forward with the Chariot. That's the advice that I'm getting for you. So, let's take a look. The Knights of Cups. Your heart space for Pentacles, the Hierophant you've been holding back for what looks like a long time, your natural heart flow and where it would like to go and with whom and why. There is a spiritual essence connected to you in terms of commitment and are you ready to release old energies so you might enter into new ones? I did see some elements of you wondering if it wasn't time that you're ready to move forward and relinquish holding on to something or someone that you no longer feel compelled to share your emotions with, but you didn't quite completely exit from because it was under contemplation. And with the Hierophant here, there's likely some level of commitment involved. It may not have been full-on marriage, but the idea is that I'm not taking this lightly. It's a very serious thing for me. This was a very serious contemplation. This took probably years. And it still is in some way. It's going to be with you because these are very large spiritual decisions. And in many respects, it took you a long time to understand if you should let this go or not, and part of you is still struggling with that. But your next steps, however, is the Chariot, to move forward. How and with whom? Are you going to continue to choose that relationship? Will it choose you back because it is coming up under a barrier, or are you going to go towards new? I don't know. But these are all heavy, heavy contemplation concepts, okay? One of the reasons why I was very wary of doing short tarot. I like to give these kind of things the respect it deserves. And so while people want quick answers, you know, it's also like, are you living life though if you're just living for quick answers? Because it seems to me you're not doing heavy contemplation, and the Capricorn I'm looking at says they appreciate that. Show me the Chariot though. Show me that Chariot please and next steps. Show me that Chariot please and next steps. Show me that Chariot please. Some of you, and even if it wasn't full-on commitment like marriage, you just had a straight-up commitment in your heart space towards someone. You know? And it wasn't exactly giving to you, and you weren't exactly letting it go. It could be like that as well. 7 of Wands, blockage, 6 of Cups, the Moon. I have your heart wanting to pull forward into someone else's station. It's kind of a secret. It's kind of somewhere deep in there. You know, it's not a comfortable subject for some of you. That's okay. I'm not here to judge. It just is. While you are in this kind of a period of what am I going to do with this pre-existing energy. It's been with me a long time. It's not something I'm just easily going to let go of, easy to relinquish. I have someone else in the back of your heart. They have a space in there. They don't have much room to beat in that heart space, but they are there. They are some sort of soul bond to you, and they're kind of kept tucked away in the secret recesses of your heart, and you're kind of protective of it with the Seven of Wands. Okay. You are protective of it. I don't think you discuss it, obviously. What's interesting to me, however, is that your next step's advice is the Chariot, which literally is forward momentum movement of our most sincere heart, and our best effort would actually like to point itself at that person. Okay. Your advice is to pull your train into that person's station, or to pull your chariot into that person's, garage. I don't know. I don't mean it to sound sexual. It's just, you understand what I'm saying. There's a vehicle here that would like to arrive at a place, and it's not arriving at the place, or perhaps you're not allowing it to, or you feel that you can't allow it to arrive to the very place that you would like it to, but it's way there under the moon, and you guard it ferociously. Yeah, I don't know who that is to you, but they're kind of a secret, and they're kind of sacred. So that would explain the barriers, that relationship, contemplation, what to do with this relationship. Am I still in it? Do I still have heart towards it? This is not up for discussion. Yes, I'd like to pull my chariot up towards this person, but in reality, I have this to contend with. Is that what we're seeing today? No judgment. It defeats the point, purpose of tarot. These are the real mechanics for some human beings of being alive. That's it. That's why we're here, is to understand these things. Show that 4 of Wands, please. The barrier. Show me that barrier, please. It's not an offense, so don't take it as one. And if it's not yours, don't be mad about it. It's just not yours. It's a collective reading, guys. Which is to say, it may or may not fit. If you were paying me as a private client, I would expect it to fit. But you're not paying me. This is open to anyone who's watching it. Collective readings. No reason to be mad, just check your other placements. Especially if Capricorn is your moon. Maybe rising. Might be, I don't know. Page of Pentacles, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune. There's this idea at the Wheel of Fortune that we've continued to invest in this, and we've continued to keep ourselves open to this relationship, whichever it is, the one that's currently active. It's a small guy. I'm seeing that Page of Pentacles twice. Okay. But over time with that Wheel of Fortune, we have continued to reinvest in the same relationship. The motivation as to why, I don't know. It's just they're showing me a repeat of the investment, even if it's small. The idea of the continuation keeps going, so you keep exposing yourself to the same relationship that's pulling up as a barrier. So the idea is, honey, is this relationship, is it serving you? It's pulling up as a barrier from between you and your next step. Your next step is with something else that's under the radar. It's not active as far as I can tell. It's just a very protective energy you have. Like it's a secret place in your heart, and it's marked it ferociously. This is not for anybody else but just me. And it's a secret place in there. That's where I see your ferociousness, and I'm not confused energy at all. That's where I'd like to go. But in reality, I have continued to reinvest, no matter how small, in an ongoing relationship. And that's the one I still see you in contemplation of. It's right over here. There's the commitment. There's the holding on. You know, the Knight of Cups. The emotionality may not be very strong for this. Okay? But the idea of the dedication principle is. Okay? The loyalty principle, the dedication principle, and continuing to keep this going with the best healing efforts in mind. Okay? The feelings are not as strong as they used to be. I don't receive necessarily what I want. And I don't give necessarily perhaps what they want, but it's real and it's valid between us. That is true. And that's going to continue, or at least at this time. I hate that it's pulling up as a barrier or blockage to what you actually want. In other words, we keep reinvesting in something that may not be the best for you. I don't know that it's detrimental. I don't know that it hurts you. I just know that it's not really what you want. Okay? But I do understand and appreciate the idea of dedication and loyalty, yes. That's there as well. Feelings or the absence of. Okay? The Ace of Cups is under your strength, though. Show me that Ace of Cups. Show me that Ace of Cups. Show me that Ace of Cups. If you're looking to me to solve that particular problem, honey, it's not up to me. Tarot doesn't dictate shit, you do. I just read energies and I tell you about possibilities. You're the one who actually makes it possible, not me. All I can do is point out signs and signals and energies. Sometimes I see motivation, which is my preference, so I can understand people better. There you go. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, the King of Wands. As much as you would like to, you try not to see your Ace of Cups as an Ace of Cups. In other words, this idea of new love, I know it's there, but I'm not going to pay it much mind. No, we're not allowing that to be filled or to be explored. Not at this time. It's with you. The idea of it makes you feel good, knowing that you could have new love, even if it's within an old construct. Okay. It makes you feel very good. It actually makes you feel very powerful, which again is a big clue. Your strong sense of feeling, and this is where I belong, versus this is my reality, and I don't know it's necessarily where I belong, but I feel like I'm supposed to be here. It's just available to you. That's all I know. And it also kind of speaks back to your current situation and how your heart's not completely satisfied with it or full with it. I'm seeing your heart, your Ace of Cups here, work both ways. For the potential of new, it makes you feel good knowing that it's there. But you won't allow that fullness to come through. And then in your current situation, confident that it's there even though you don't feel necessarily tied to it anymore. Okay? Not here. It's a truth that's running both ways for you. Okay? Now that Page of Pentacles, please, and the outcome. Now, I don't know which direction you will go. And I don't know how this is supposed to help you over the next week other than to verify your next step where you would like to be is in knowing where it's been this whole time. It's in the shadows of your heart. Show me that Page of Pentacles, please. Whether or not you will make an allowance towards this person, I do not know. Energetically, of course, you are tied. In the real world, I don't know. This, whatever this is, I can't really see past it. Page of Pentacles, please. Six of Wands, Four of Wands, the Nine of Wands. It's hard. It's hard for you to find the confidence in your current relationship, but you are still doing it. You're still persisting, so that Page of Pentacles is standing up not once but twice. All I can do again is tell you what I'm seeing, and I just see you continue to reinvest in an ongoing relationship because you think it's the right thing to do and that you are loyal to it. It does not feel the same, and it does not evoke the strength of your heart, but it does evoke the strength of your convictions, okay, about what it is that you are choosing to stand up for. So while the investment is small, it's ongoing, and it doesn't look like it's going to change. All right, that's fine. In the real world, you have made up your mind. Your heart is under conflict. That's true. Your next step is literally towards the person that you say that's private or a secret or it's not going to happen. Your real world is very much dedicated to this arena. There's confidence in it. Frustration. It's not the smoothest. It's not the easiest to keep going, but I see you continuing to reinvest in it. I think what I was supposed to see here for you today, Capricorn, was just confirmation that your heart and whoever it's pointing at under your moon, that's under lock and key. If there was a next step, that would be it. So I don't know if there's ever going to be a time on your timeline where you'll be afforded to move towards that next step. I don't know. In a weird way, it gives you comfort knowing it's there. I don't know if it's in a weird way, in its own way, I suppose. I hate that the barrier here is a commitment that energetically is pulling up as a barrier. It's almost like you're saying, if it weren't for this relationship, I'd go to who I want. Or if it weren't for my dedication and loyalty, I'd be going to who I'd want. I understand. So I guess I just want to confirm to you, or Spirit does, you're not crazy, and your heart's not crazy. It's an existence for somebody out there. Okay. The Medallion of Leo, the letter P. Okay, the spatula. Someone loves to cook, or that's you're cooking right now, or this is someone's profession or hobby. The wreath, the world, opening cycles, closing cycles. This is of choice, and then also there might be some critical energy around December, or there was last December. Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, of course. And then what's interesting is that the feather pulled through the infinity loop. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius through the infinity loop. You know, that might be your soul tie. Or this is the person you feel like you are, I guess it looks like a staked to. I don't know. I don't know. It looks like I'm nailed here. Okay, that's what it looks like to me visually. Okay, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. I will see you for your next Sunday shuffle or your next in-depth read. Take care. Be well.